Hey guys, it's Cargo, and this is how to not get owned. We've all been in the situations where our teammates are either newbies, or they don't know what they're doing, or they just plain suck. And those games are annoying. So what I'm going to do today is teach you, or at least give some tips that I've learned and think are helpful on how to not get owned when those situations happen. So, first thing you want to do, and this applies to any game, is get a forward position that's not too generous, yet gets you a good lookout on the guys running up, because chances are most of the other team's going to be start off aggressive. You see there, you get the first kill on some guy who's just running past like an idiot. I got picked off, but that stuff happens. So, you just move up like that. And when you secure your forward position, don't go too far, and then that'll help reduce your likelihood of being spawn camped. Because if the enemy gets resistance early on, they won't try and push too far forward. At least not for a while. And then another key is to always utilize your Berserker kill streaks effectively. Because a lot of people will hide with, like, I don't even know what people are thinking. They'll hide with their kill streaks. They'll go to the other side of the map and just try and do stupid things with it. But your key should be to take out snipers, take out people who are camping, like, around corners, and because what this does, and kill people who are spawning running toward the front. I mean, and it seems kind of obvious, but it puts uncertainty into the enemy's mind, so they won't just go charging forward all the time because they think there might be somebody who's waiting for them around the corner. Now, of course, if you're a good player, you won't be camping like that because you're not a bitch. But if they're uncertain about it, they will be less aggressive in the long run. Yeah, take that, dick. Shield and that fucking atomizer? I don't think so. Alright, and then this is another good instance where you will want to utilize your kill streak. Because we're starting to get contained here. And right now, while I'm healing, I'm just trying to assess the situation because we're getting engaged very, very close to the spawn. And, of course, that's no good. So, you want to start playing more carefully at this point once you start realizing the enemy is being very aggressive and your teammates suck. Alright, so obviously I spawn, I see the guys are close, and so I don't just jump down, because just dying over and over, even if you take out a guy, is not going to be good for your team, especially in team deathmatch when deaths matter a lot. So you jump down, take out people who you see are close, and then move forward slowly. It's kind of a slow advance, just to try and not get owned. Now right here, of course, I mean, this is what I'm able to do with an auger, is find a nice spot to kind of hide behind and then shoot anybody that's close by. But this is definitely critical to find a good spot to use your auger if you get this high. Oh, there's that guy with the atomizer again. Good job. He was mad I killed him with the auger, and I don't blame him. Alright, now by this point we are hard contained, which pretty much means every time somebody jumps down, they die. Unless somebody has invisibility right now, they're not getting out of the spawn. So what you want to do in this point is find the most defensible position possible, either in your spawn or right next to your spawn, and start picking off people, because they're going to be aggressive. They're getting the kills, they're winning pretty hard, they're killing most of your teammates easily, and so they're going to be running up. So there's no need to go out to them, because they're coming back to you, and you already have the good defensive position. So yes, this is camping. This is camping, but you're preserving your life and helping your team in a positive way that only camping in this situation can get you. So again, just don't rush in, take it slow, because dying over and over, even if it just doesn't work, sacrificing for the team usually is not how you want to play. Oh, thank you, guy with atomizer again. You know, you're not good. People with atomizers think they're amazing, but yeah, not at all. Alright, so now it's gotten to the point where we're getting camped so hard that we've actually spawned behind them. So, I mean, nothing new here, just take advantage of the fact that you flank spawned them, and take out as many guys as you can, because you're of course not going to be spawning here again. And again, make sure you are just working on the aggressive players and staying in defensible positions in this situation, because they'll come to you. Oh, jeez. Also, keep shooting. Always keep shooting with the guys in the bubble shields. Aggressive people will kill themselves. Alright, see, so I ended up 16-7. I got twice as many kills as anybody in the rest of my team, and I ended up over 2-1. So, you may not be able to save your team, but you can save yourself, which is a good start. Alright, so the next round. You already know that the enemy is going to be looking for blood because they won solid the first round, and they got lots of kills the first round, so they're going to be highly aggressive again. So knowing that, when you move forward, you'll want to take up a really nice defensive position, maybe a little bit far back, and just wait for them. So right here, I'm running up into the corner, assuming that they're just going to essentially come charging out of these gates, and I'll be able to pick 2 of them off or so before they even know or figure out where I am. So you saw the first guy running out in the middle there. There, I get him. But then I get picked off by the atomizer guy, and there's nothing I can do about that. Whatever. But overall, you just want to change your strategy to accommodate for the enemy's aggressiveness. It all comes down to aggressiveness here, and just playing off what the enemy is going to do. Because obviously, your team is not going to play well just over the course of improve over the course of one round. So don't camp, because camping's, not necessary, of course, unless they're like in your spawn, like I said earlier. But just bring it forward carefully, watch out for the enemy, kill, move up a little bit, kill, move up a little bit, and you'll be okay. Now, there is a good way to move up, which it's good to be observed, because surprisingly a lot of people don't do this. Now, obviously, what you want to kill the guys who are right on top of you first. One, because you can't get anything done if they're shooting at you when they're right next to you, so that's a fairly obvious one. But the next comes in who you're going to target next. Now, obviously, all weapons can't target everybody, but if you're using a marksman or a Deadeye, you'll want to start taking out the snipers, because the snipers, even if they're not that good, those are the people that hinder you when you're trying to advance, because they see your movements and they know where you're going. So you always take out the snipers first, if you can help it. And then you can move on to the guys who are kind of in the mid-range with the bullseyes and the augers and things like that. Nice invisibility, bro. Nice invisibility. And you'll see that a lot this round. It's just I try and pick off the snipers, which I do almost every time. Well, not all of them, but at least the ones that I can see right there. That are easy to access with my gun. And then I start moving up and taking out the guys who are in the mid-range. And then I proceed to get owned, of course, by the guys with the atomizers at close range. And again, this strategy probably won't save you the game unless you're really, really amazing. Which is a possibility, because, I'm not that great, so there's plenty of you out there that are going to be better. But it is just designed to make the game more enjoyable for you and give you a relatively good KDR, because let's be honest, we're having more fun when we're not getting 1 to 6 KDRs. Yeah, so I think there's only a couple more kills to go right here, so I'm just trying to preserve the funness for me. Because again, running out in the middle of the map isn't going to get you anywhere. You make the enemy come to you, and then you take them out because you have the better position. Now, if our whole team had been doing that, we might have been able to turn the game around, but no such luck. So there I went 2-1, 12-6 with an assist. Again, more than double what any of my closest teammates got. Plus we were outnumbered. Hey, would you look at that? But yeah, that is how to not get owned. How it all turned out. So 28 and 13. Not the best, but it works.